The one thing about Louisiana, I'll say, is they're persistent in trying to break the rules of how we address religion in this country. They want to try to get rid of abortion clinics. They're almost practically succeeding in that. And they try to get religion into schools any way they can because they don't have counties, they have parishes down there. So obviously, we should have religion in schools. If you want to have religion in schools, start your own country. Leave. The reason why I say that is because the Louisiana Senate has unanimously passed a bill that will allow teachers and coaches to pray with the students while on the job. Senator Ryan Gaddy is behind Senate Bill 512, a bill that's going to let staffers pray with the kids as long as it doesn't interfere with their work and as long as every parent or legal guardian of the student in attendance has submitted a signed request that the employee may participate in the gathering or praying with his or her child. A permission slip makes no difference here. We don't allow coaches to pray with kids, for example, on the field, because let's just say that somebody on that team is an atheist. They say, hey, I don't want to participate in this. They're going to make sure, and please don't say that it won't happen or it doesn't happen. Those Christians will ostracize that atheist, especially those teachers will make sure that that kid can't get into college, a better job. They will do whatever they can to make sure that they destroy that child's life. The thing here is that's really irritating me is that Gotti believes that this requirement will allow the bill to succeed where other attempts have failed. Why don't you go with that theme? If those other attempts have failed, what makes you think that this one will? Because of a permission slip? You're an idiot. You don't belong in Senate. You don't even belong chasing dogs. Get out of the Senate. Whoever put this idiot in, you're an idiot for voting for this idiot. I don't care if he's Republican. I don't care if he's Democrat. He's an idiot. Atheist Ranger, your thoughts?
We shouldn't be shocked because it is the Bible Belt. But at the same time, these people in the Bible Belt claim to be all about the Constitution. Well, guess what? Read the first sentence of the First Amendment. It makes it very clear that the government, all forms of government, are supposed to be neutral on the issues of religion. And the Supreme Court has made it very clear that guess what? You can't pick favorites, period. And a permission slip is not going to fucking make a difference. You can even go back, even a year ago. You will find stories of, atheist students especially in organized sports like football. I can't speak for the teachers, but definitely that coach will do everything he can to make sure that atheist player feels ostracized. And the players are definitely going to make him feel ostracized. That kind of situation would not be happening if the coach keeps his prayers to himself. This is the problem that I have with the Abrahamic religions.
Yeah, this is my problem with all religions is they try to force it where it doesn't belong. And you're correct there. The first part of our Constitution is separation of church and government. You don't get to push your religion in there just because you believe it. The fact is like the word government, and it says, the government can't endorse religion. If you're a teacher, that means you work for the government. Do you not see the connection? Do I need to connect the dots for you to show, hey, this is you, okay? This is government. You work for government. No religion, period.
And by the way, since I always say this since it's Christians usually doing this, can you imagine if this had been, if this was some Muslim senator saying, hey, any Muslim teachers out there that want to do Islamic prayer in class, go right ahead. How many segments there would be on Fox and Friends for that?
Oh, that's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. All we need to do is get a few Muslim teachers on there or Buddhists or something like that. A Buddhist they probably wouldn't care about so much, but you get a teacher that's Islamic and says, oh, I want to pray with a student and prayer with Islam. Oh, heads would fucking explode.
Yes, they would.
Matt, your thoughts?
No, 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 and no. Keep it out of the schools. I mean, it's bad enough that, you have these religious schools. I mean, that's where it should be kept. If the school that they go to is, a religious-based school or faith-based or whatever they call it, fine. But keep it out of the public school system. It's not allowed.
Exactly. If this was a religious-based school, our tax dollars don't go to support that. That's not a government school. That's a religious institution. And if your school is religious, then you want to pray with your students, pray with them all day. Pray with them all night. If you want to. But if you're in a public setting, you don't bring your religion into the public schools, period.
I agree. I definitely agree. Ever since Trump has taken office, all this stuff is starting to happen. Like, as far as all this religious stuff, it seems to be happening more and more and more.
This actually started back in the Clinton era, actually. It's like you send a single little stone down a hill. It hits another little rock. That starts that one going. It starts a slightly bigger rock. That gets that one going. It becomes a landslide after that. This has been a building landslide since then, actually. And as much as I hate Trump to begin with, I think in this instance, I think they're being more bold. I will grant you that I think they're being more bold about it because they think that because Trump will back religious nuttery because he wants to be popular with the religious people. Why, I don't know. But I think you're right in there where because of Trump, they are definitely becoming more bolder about it.
Well, they're taking more advantage of it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because we didn't have situations like churches trying to file for flood repair with the federal government, for example. And we didn't have stuff like this going on where let's just put more prayer in schools any way we can.
So in other words, it's like they're taking the opportunity as it comes.
Yes, exactly. Religion's really good for that.
Oh, of course.
It sees an opportunity and it seizes it to find a way to force its way in somewhere.
Absolutely.